Hello, welcome back to Chris's Beer Reviews. How are you? Hope you are doing really well. It's time for a beer review. It's been a little while since I've done a beer review. Probably 10, 11 days since I've done a beer review, which there's been a reason for that. Is the health's not been good. I do have health problems, and that I've been struggling with that. So I've not really been drinking, certainly not reviewing. I've not even wanted to do a review. I've just not been in the mood to do it. And things still aren't great. I'm still waiting for surgery. I've been on the urgent list. You like this? I've been on the urgent list for 7 months now, and I did have to go back into hospital this week, and they sent me home, even though they called me in and then they sent me home. Makes no sense. But anyway, I thought I just need something normal, some sort of kind of normality. So on Saturday night I did go out. Rachel and I, we went over to a good friend Pete's, and his wife's called Rachel as well. So we went out for dinner, had a lovely dinner, and Pete brought me this Brewdog Mackies 2 scoops, along with a Brewdog IPA, their new West Coast IPA that is out, I believe, in Sainsbury's. I think they're in Sainsbury's, can't really remember. I didn't buy it. This comes in at 7% ABV, and I'm not going to bash Brewdog. Well, I might if this is pony. I've bashed Brewdog enough over the years, so I'm just going to do it very unbiased. I'm not going to have any preconceived ideas as to how I think this beer is going to be. However, Brewdog can make a good stout. That they've always kind of remained fairly consistent at is decent stouts. I don't like the artwork on there. I don't like the colouring. It's the colouring I don't like. The rest of it is okay. I just don't like the colour. Not my type of thing. So Mackie's producer of fine ice creams up in Scotland. But let's get out this one out. Get it in a glass. Let's have a look at it. See what she's all about. See what she tastes like. Let's give that a bit of a harder pour. Get a bit of a head going on there. That's better. That's a lot better. Although I probably gave that a bit too much of a vigorous pour. That's terrible. That head is like the size of my fist, and I've only got small hands anyway. But yeah, look at that. Look at the state of that pour. It started off not forming any head, and then it's just gone a little bit on the berserk side. But that head-wise, it's quite dark in here, but that head does look tanned. Look at that. Very tanned head. Fist-size head. Quite dark in colour. Is it jet black? I don't know. The lighting in here, I won't be able to tell whether that is a jet black or not, but it is in a Brewdog glass. It's in the Brewdog Black Heart glass. So let's get on the aromas. Oh, I do enjoy a honeycomb stout, and New Bristol Brewery were, in my mind, the kings of honeycomb stout. 4 years ago, 3 years ago, New Bristol Brewery were producing the most amazing honeycomb stouts, and they did a range of them varying in ABVs. And then they went right off the boil with them. They really, they'd messed with them, and they became quite dreadful. But by all accounts, they're back to how they once were. So I really enjoyed those. And New Bristol Brewery was certainly my brewer of the year 3-4 years ago, just based on those stouts alone. They were incredible. So yeah, I do like a good honeycomb stout. So can Brewdog do it? Let's find out. Let's have a little sniff. And it smells all right. Yeah, you've got chocolate. You've definitely got a nice chocolate aroma in there. Definitely a bit of vanilla. Definitely picking up on that honeycomb type aroma. Definitely got that milky chocolate, crunchy type vibe to it, which is good. I like that. There is just something on the aroma that is not feeling, because I'm not feeling it, smelling it. There's just something in that aroma that is not quite right, but everything else in there seems to be okay. Like I say, chocolate, honeycomb, vanilla, milky chocolate. Smells nice. Let's see if we can get a bit more in. That is a really dense head, almost like nitro dense head. It's not a nitro beer, but yeah, look how kind of thick that head is. Really very nitro-esque. Let's get tasting. Cheers. Oh, that's sweet. Oh. Now, I know 30 seconds ago I said how much I like a honeycomb stout, and I do. Well, that is really sweet. Whereas the New Bristol Brewery stouts, they had that kind of sweetness to it, that lovely honeycomb vibe and chocolate, milk chocolate, but it had a nice little roasty kind of bitterness to it. That has zero elements of that. That just is full sweetness. it's one of those that will repeat on you for hours. It will me. Oh. Yeah, that is really sweet. That is not the best Brewdog Stout that they've ever made. Oh. Huge vanilla. Huge sweetness running through that. Quite sugary. You get that ice cream vibe. You definitely pick up on that vanilla ice cream, which would be quite pleasant, but it's just too sweet. When it comes to the honeycomb, that's where they really kind of attack that sweetness. And that honeycomb is just making it overbearingly sweet. There's no roasty malts to kind of just knock a bit of that off and give you a nice kind of bitter chocolate finish on the back. I don't know what it says on the side. I haven't read it. I can't read it. Oh, let's have a look. Mackies are based on the family farm 17 miles from the Brewdog Brewery, where they've been making ice cream from sky to scoop since 1986. And I've got no doubt Mackies ice cream is probably fantastic, but this gives you nothing. On the side you've got the usual load of nonsense that you can't read because it's so small. And that is absolutely ruined by how sweet it is, which is a real shame. Oh, no, I really don't like that. I'm not going to bash Brewdog. We've done that to death. Most of us reviewers have bashed the living daylights out of Brewdog. That just isn't one for me. If you've had that and you like it, happy days. No issues if you like it. That is just not for me. Instant sweetness, absolute instant. And it just feels like you're eating a vanilla ice cream that is just loaded with something sweet and synthetic. Now, I can't believe Mackies Ice Cream, who are supposed to be a very good ice cream maker, I can't believe their ice creams are going to taste particularly synthetic, but that does taste synthetic. I want some roastiness. There's a little kind of bitterness at the back end, but it's not nice. It's going to repeat. It's almost repeating already. It's just got a very strange taste to it. The honeycomb, as I say, it's there, but it's just too sweet. It's not a good beer, and I don't really want to drink any more of it. Sorry, Pete. If you enjoy it, mate, happy days. That's all that counts. That's all that counts with beer, isn't it? As long as you enjoy it. Doesn't matter what I say, doesn't matter what anybody else says. If you enjoy the beer, happy days. We're all different. We all taste things differently. That is just not one for me. See you on another one.